Hey, this is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life, bringing you the AA word of the day. And the word for today, December 17th, 2024, or Tuesday, is work with other alcoholics. It works when other activities fail. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 89. And this is the daily reflection. Life will take on a new meaning, as the big book says, page 89. This promise has helped me to avoid self-seeking and self-pity, to watch others grow in this wonderful program, to see them improve the quality of their lives, is a priceless reward for my effort to help others. Self-examination is yet another reward for an ongoing recovery, as are serenity, peace, and contentment. The energy derived from seeing others on a successful path of sharing with them the joys of the journey gives to my life a new meaning. Again, we're discussing here the benefits of 12-step work, that is, carrying the message of Alcoholics Anonymous to other sick and suffering alcoholics. And the book Alcoholics Anonymous is the big book, a wonderful book. I've been to big book meetings where they read the big book, and it takes quite a while to get through it. It's thick. There are a lot of stories. The stories have been changed over the years. When it first came out, it was mainly stories of World War I veterans. And unfortunately, in this day and age, there are no longer any living World War I veterans. So they try to update it and make it understandable to the alcoholics today. Life does take on a new meaning. Hard to describe the feeling that I was in. I was like in a rut of just drinking, sitting around my apartment, watching a few things on TV, and then drinking till I passed out. That was my whole existence. Well, I did go to work. I'm not saying I didn't go to work. I'd go to work and then come out. I worked 11 o'clock at night to 7 in the morning, then I come out in the morning and do the same thing. It was every day. I had all these grand plans of going back and finishing a degree that I wanted to get, and I never did it. It was all in the head, all very cerebral stuff. Since I wasn't in AA, I was my own sponsor in this program of drinking that I had, and there weren't good results at all. None. No. I really think that I stopped just before I caused myself great physical harm. Not so much with an accident, but with the amount of liquor that I was drinking. Because when I had my appendix out, the doctor told me at that point, you got a fatty liver, and that was when I was 26. No, 20. I was 28. Same time my mom, to the day, the same time my mother's appendix went. So I was having unseen jackpots inside my body from all the alcohol. And, with 33 and plus years of sobriety, I hope my liver has begun to heal. I haven't had any liver problems at all, none. I saw my brother die of liver cancer, and it was a very painful death at the end, as his body just swelled up and they'd have to tap him and get the liquor out. I mean, not the liquor, the fluid out, and then he'd swell up again till it got to the point where he just said no, and he realized that he was going to die. And that was a direct result of doing drugs and drinking. When he drank, he moved on to drugs, and the drugs did him in, and it took over 30 years for them to do it, but they did do him in. To watch others grow in this wonderful program, to see them improve the quality of their life is priceless reward, and I've seen it many, many times. Many times. And in the taping I did for yesterday, I mentioned that is not always the case. Not everyone gets it. Not everyone has that honesty. And for me, it was important to remember that I can't control everything. We say that in the Serenity Prayer. And you do what you can, and you have to, that's it, that's all you can do. You do what you can. And I like this, serenity, peace, and contentment. A common expression would be like ants in my pants, but I just was going a mile a minute when I was drinking, but never accomplishing anything. Nothing. Oh, a bestseller that I heard buzz about. Well, I'll read that. Of course, I never read it. I was drinking all the time. When I drank, I couldn't concentrate enough to read a book. So I regret all those many years, the 70s, 1970s, and the 1980s, where I didn't do much. I just saw it's like a compilation of what were you watching in 1978, 1975. This guy puts videos out and gives you the placing of the different shows. And I realized that of all the hit shows, I hadn't watched any. I wasn't watching TV, I was drinking. And so there were some shows that were on TV for 6-7 years. I never saw a single episode of them. That's what the drinking did to me. I was totally focused on drinking. But if you had asked me, I'd say, no, I'm not focused on drinking. And I'm very lucky that I was able to stay employed at a very good job and continue it till it just wasn't around anymore, when all the banks merged and all those high-paying positions were gone. But I had stopped drinking a month before that, so when the unemployment hit me, I was able to go out and look for a job and not just say, well, oh wow, I can get at least 26 weeks of not working. So being sober saved my life then too, because I can't think of what it would have been like. It was when I got laid off and everybody else got laid off because the banks merged. We were all looking for the same type of job, IT job and computers, mainframe computers. There weren't too many PCs back then. The networks were starting to be developed, and we would have, I would have been a drunk guy looking for a job. That was it. So I'm very glad that I was sober, and I took my time looking for jobs that would be really beneficial to me, not just ones that would let me drink. And I got several jobs to carry me over. And the final one, when I decided to go to school for nursing, they agreed to pay my health insurance and give me a severance pay that allowed me to continue in school and finish my degree and not have to have any worries about health insurance or, my daily financial needs. And I worked, just as I said, I worked till they finally shut everything off and closed it down. So there's so many rewards for yourself and for others. So God bless, stay sober, and we will see you tomorrow.